All right then. I assume I'm coming online. It's like I can see myself in the video, so I figure, yeah, there's a good delay there. So, all right, it is. Was it like Tuesday, January? All right then. I
Well,
assume I'm coming online. Yeah, it's about
like I can
7:55
see myself
p.m.
in the video, so I figure
and I hope everyone's having a nice night. Yeah, there's a good delay there.
interesting.
So, all right,
Effect
it is. Was
this
it like
past week
Tuesday,
or
January?
so.
All right then. I
Well,
assume I'm coming. What did we get? We had the oh, we had the Yeehaw. Those are those people that like, they had their own ambition, their own little like revolution there, but instead of a jihad, it was a yeehaw. And it actually got that off someone else's post. I think that's the most adorable thing yeehaw. Like seriously. Oh, the yeehaw. Um so yeah, they had their little final display not that long ago, and I think a number of them, at least I hope, learned their lesson. One, if there is a heaven, probably it. She's dead. No getting around that. But meanwhile, they killed a couple of cops. So if you're defending those people and you're actually thinking of excuses like a defensive, like husband or something, here's a newsflash for you: you're not in the right. You can't have a police lives matter unless it's the same way all the time. I just wanted to clear that up. And what else? So, yeah, aside from that, BS. So, it's been an interesting few weeks. Things are picking up. The student government at City Tech, for one. Um, if you're actually going to City Tech and you have a club or organization, prepare yourself because you're gonna hear from me soon. I've been like trying to reach out, and I will continue to reach out to people across the campus, across all the clubs and everything, because that's supposed to be my thing. Um, you'll get details at least in an email from me of what I'm trying to do as far as contacting you, and as far as like at least two important things I like need from most of the clubs and club officers. Uh yeah, so it's been a fun time. I'm seriously thinking of, because this whole MacBook thing is generally getting on my nerves. So I probably will, after all the reviews, go with an M1. My only question right now to myself, not to you, is whether I want to dive right into what's available now, which are old 13-inch models, or wait for the 16-inch models coming out like the second quarter or so. And I think I'm going to like store away my nuts and, so to speak, and go for the 16-inch models, which will be coming out. I really like the performance factors. I've watched a bunch of like video reviews and read a bunch of tech reviews on them compared to their peers, and they're running extremely well. And the MacBook Pro really has nice battery life, which is quite important. I mean, like 20 hours worth of battery life is not bad. I don't know anyone who gets like a full 20 hours straight on Mac performance. That is generally unheard of. So, yeah, Props to Apple. Now to get my self a drink of having some grapefruit. Great, great juice here. I could tell you the coffee, but I'm not going to. It's like great juice. I just got a notification from where I don't know. Um, what else? Let's see. Dee-dee. Doo, 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 doo. So I mean, aside from that, it's been a been pretty interesting like beginning of the year. And oh yeah, we only have like literally 8 more days till this is like transition. And I think a lot of people are sort of like, okay, that's it. And it's like, not really. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. But the one thing a lot of people have to start doing is taking seriously the fact that simply because it's past the date does not mean the procedures in office like switch over instantly. Um, all right. Let's see what this notification. Oh, good. All right then. So yeah, this should be fun. Let's see what else. Um, right. So that was just a message about committees. Oh yeah, that's great juice, like Welch's. For those who understand, you know what's really in that cup, and I don't have to explain any further. It's certain Welch's you drink when you're barefoot. Okay, then. Grape juice is good. You're looking young. You're feeling young. And seriously, considering I have like about a cup of less every so often, I seriously got stuff for New Year still in that refrigerator. It's probably gonna last me to like 2028 at least. That's like how often I tap in, but that may be a bit of an exaggeration, but not by much. Mm. Right, so I want to do an early video, get done early tonight. Um, in either case, lovely new hair color. Of course, it's just a tad bit closer to my natural hair color, which is darker. The auburn isn't exactly there. Usually, my natural hair color traditionally is a pretty dark, like oak, or whatever brown, black. So it's pretty dark. So it's been like long progress getting it blonde, and then now to go back, it's probably gonna happen in no time. And I'm not exactly sure I'll miss the blonde. I like some of the playfulness of it, but honestly speaking, it's my channel so people know I'm on. I wonder if I should put this on Instagram when it's finished. I'm not actually sure because I remember Instagram's limit was like 15 minutes, and I think I've gone over that. As ridiculous as it sounds, it's true. Um, right. And it's gonna be fun, to say the least. So, right. Maybe I'll do something secondary on Facebook after this. Uh, Facebook video after YouTube video. Only I would think that's sensible. So, right. What am I doing? I got so much paperwork to get through, and I'm not even back in classes yet. Okay. So, we've had the that house that has really been the um we have the man house which has literally been like crazy lately. And oh, here we are, and I will share this to Facebook. I think if not, I can go back, get out of that and make it there. Oh, there we go. And now it's shared on Facebook. So like legit, I'm going to be shared on Facebook. Um, and of course, that's a nice thing. Depending if you want to make that comment. So, oh, that's why. I'm like looking. I keep on forgetting. Like, this actually shows like the opposite from where I'm positioned. So, it literally is like a mirror. So, I'm looking like towards this side. No, towards this side, what's on the video. That's what I mean. I'm literally looking over this side, but what I'm looking at is over here. So it's like literally a mirror image. And the brown you see is actually my large teddy bear's butt peeking at me. Yeah, I mean teddy bear. Um, I don't know what to tell you. I like those like cute things. Um, so yeah, that's like there, and um, sorry. Anyway, getting back to business. So share on Facebook, share a few places. I don't know what to say about sharing. Um, I want to say something productive, of course. Probably a good thing to say is I don't know. But of course, I won't say that because I have to have an opinion, and this is a YouTube channel. So I will just continue with my breakthroughs and wait a minute. Where can you see? Oh, I think I know what it is. So I can. So I don't know whether most of you know this by now, but Facebook has reshuffled again, and it's gonna sort of get even crazier for those who stay on it. So everyone remembers there used to be a pages manager. And so when you made a page, you could manage your page and what's on it, et cetera, to your through your Facebook Pages manager, and that managed all your pages. That, however, has changed. So what has happened is that Facebook has now made a new app called the Business Manager, I believe is what it is, or Facebook Business. And Facebook Business or the Business Manager is what actually does the management. So that business manager is like, let me see if I can like bring up like, I don't know, you'll see it up there. It says Business Suite, and that's the new thing for Facebook. But that's not the only switch they made. So also people who were like on there for a long time remember when Messenger was actually Messenger. And we watched it slowly but surely like become more and more independent. And now it's literally completely independent. I mean, Facebook Messenger is literally its own thing, like legit. So now, instead of like where before you had like it's a full app. It's approximately like Zoom. And in fact, I think that's what Facebook was after when they did it. And I don't blame them. It's a good business twist. And if they can become the free Zoom, at least for like the everyday Joe Schmo, then people flock to it. They already do. In fact, Facebook Messenger has a near one-on-one relationship to Zoom users. I think it's something like two and a half out of every three Zoom users or something. It's some close approximation, like two and a half every three. So you're not really talking that big, like a difference. And when people understand how they can get more from Facebook for free than they can get from Zoom, then they'll probably end up in Messenger more. And it's not that Zoom will lose out. There will still be the commercial application for it, and people will obviously be stuck on that. I mean, Zoom, as far as like when you get the business license and you really apply it, has a lot more features, but for the everyday user who's not going to shell out a cent, like Joe Schmo from Kokomo, who's on there with 5 friends or 10 family members, the free thing is going to be more appealing on Messenger, which is now a separate thing from Facebook altogether. Um, it's going to be more appealing on Messenger than it is on Zoom. And in fact, s- Facebook Messenger is so separate that now it's literally called Messenger. If you download the app, you'll find you're downloading Messenger by Facebook, but not Facebook Messenger, not this Messenger. That's it. That's what they're calling it. So, yeah, it's gotten to that point, and they slowly started getting people used to that to the point that it is now. So why am I considering the M1? Okay, so the Mac I got was great at the time I got it, which was a while ago. And it definitely took all the work I needed to do, and it did it then some. But seriously, it was an inexpensive refurbished model. And the fact that it still works this beautifully is something that's awesome. But, and there always is a but, It is, you know, an M1 has a lot more capabilities to it. It's wow, like that capable. It lasts on for 20 hours straight on a single charge. Um, it runs so fast that Rosetta, Intel Mac apps, and Intel apps, period, run almost native. So that's a huge benefit to people who are like, I want to upgrade, but they don't have the native publisher app, and they don't have, well, Rosetta will run it flawlessly from all the tech reviews I've seen. So, um, yeah, it it's golden, and the fact that that kind of power lasts for 20 hours straight means you can go from morning to night without even recharging. And I know there's got to be a lot of people out there who that is a dream for. I mean, I could just see it. Alright then, what else? I wonder who's on. Alright, um, yeah, so this is the Facebook Live, but the way the recording is working is I'm not seeing the live person, or it's it's not a Facebook Live, it's a YouTube Live, and so as it stands, I'm not seeing the live version. Um, so I can't see like the chat or anything, and that's like a minor drawback, I guess. So that's why I'm like, oh, maybe I should like hop on there. And I don't know if I hop on what is actually occurring, which is why I may do like a Facebook video like later cover similar topic. But that's neither here nor there. Oh yeah, I'm going for surgery for my right ear again. Um, it comes down to whether I want to accept what I got from the last surgery, which is pretty good, or go like better. It's like, do I want like a 15% increase in my hearing or an 80%? And I'm I'm gun for the 80%, even though it's like that much more riskier. But in the end, it has too much of a benefit or potential benefit for me to ignore. And so I'm just like, yeah, I'm going for it. And going like I'm going to do it and get as much from it as possible. What else? Jeez, there's so much. Yeah, I have to see. I don't know why I'm doing you live on YouTube. You stream on YouTube. Copy streaming link. Copy streaming link. Much from it as possible. Yeah. What else? Yeah, it
Jeez,
doesn't seem to
there's
be
so much.
anyone in the chat here. Which yeah, I have to see.
boring.
I don't know why I'm doing you live on YouTube. Yeah, so I'll see about the Facebook later. Because I know the Facebook does work. It might be something I have to work with my other account with, because this is the school's account, which is fine. I'm not complaining. And then that'll go on my Instagram and that. But sure. So right. Um yeah, I gotta see what this is like going to end up being in the long run. Hopefully soon I'll like have a little bit better setup, maybe. Possibly. And then like that'll help a lot. You think? Alright. Okay. So what are we up to? Where are we? Um, I guess this is about it for tonight. I just want to get on because I literally haven't been on in forever. And I think it's been like, I don't know, like, it's, I've been missing it. And it is kind of fun to get on every so often. Alright, then, I will see you later tomorrow, next week, sometime. And I'll see if I can broadcast on Facebook for a smaller session and see how that goes. And maybe like redistribute that to Instagram. Could be interesting. All right then. I guess that's an end of the evening.